The year is 2025, and the world is more accessible than ever. We dream of far-off lands, of ancient cities and sun-drenched beaches. But between that dream and the reality stands a pretty formidable gatekeeper, the long-haul flight. I remember a flight to Asia years ago. I was wedged into a middle seat, a symphony of snores on one side and a flickering screen on the other. My knees were jammed against the seat in front of me. The air was dry. My watch told me there were still 9 hours to go. It felt like an eternity, honestly, a test of endurance rather than the exciting start of an adventure. That flight taught me a valuable lesson. A great trip doesn't start when you land. It begins with how you handle the journey itself. We often focus so much on our destination that we forget to plan for the flight. But I've learned that, with just a little bit of traveler's wisdom, you can totally transform this experience. You can turn those long hours in a metal tube into a productive, restful, and even pleasant part of your vacation. It's not about buying expensive gadgets or first-class tickets. It's about being smart and prepared. It's about taking control of your little slice of the sky and making it your own temporary home. Your comfort on a long flight begins long before you board the plane. It starts with choosing your seat. Think of it as selecting your home for the next 12 hours. Window or aisle? The window seat offers a view and a wall to lean against for sleeping. The aisle seat gives you the freedom to stand up and stretch without bothering your neighbors. I usually opt for the aisle. Next, let's talk about what you wear. Fashion takes a back seat to function at 35,000 feet. Think layers. The cabin temperature can fluctuate wildly, from warm and stuffy during boarding to chilly mid-flight. I always wear comfortable slip-on shoes. They're easy to take off once you're settled in. Hydration is your best friend in the dry, recycled air of an airplane cabin. Bring an empty, reusable water bottle with you through security. Once you're on the other side, fill it up at a water fountain. Finally, let's assemble a small comfort kit. This doesn't have to be fancy. A good neck pillow can be a game changer for sleeping upright. Having these simple items within easy reach can make a world of difference, turning your cramped economy seat into a surprisingly cozy little nest. Boredom can be one of the biggest challenges on a long flight. Staring at the seat back in front of you for hours on end is nobody's idea of a good time. While most long-haul flights in 2025 offer a decent selection of movies and TV shows, you can't always count on it. The smart traveler always comes prepared with their own entertainment. Before you leave home, load up your tablet, phone, or laptop with your own content. Download a few movies you've been meaning to watch, a full season of a TV show, or a collection of podcasts. Don't underestimate the power of a good book. An airplane is one of the few places left in the world where you can read for hours with minimal interruption. I love to bring a book about the destination I'm visiting. It helps build anticipation and gives me a deeper understanding of the culture and history I'm about to experience. If you prefer e-readers, make sure they are fully charged and loaded with a few different options before you leave. Music and podcasts are another fantastic way to create your own personal bubble. A good playlist can help you relax, focus, or even feel energized. I like to create different playlists for different moods. Podcasts are like having a fascinating conversation right in your ear. You can learn something new, listen to a compelling story, or just have a good laugh. Beyond digital entertainment, consider bringing something analog. A travel journal and a pen are great companions. A deck of cards or a small travel game can be fun if you're traveling with a companion. Even simple puzzle books like Sudoku or crosswords can be a great way to engage your brain and make the hours fly by. The key is to have a variety of options. Jet lag is the unwelcome souvenir that no traveler wants to bring home. That feeling of being groggy, out of sync, and completely exhausted can honestly ruin the first few days of your trip. The battle against jet lag doesn't start when you land. It begins the moment you step on the plane. The single most important strategy is to adjust to your destination's time zone as quickly as possible. As soon as you board, set your watch and your phone to the time at your destination. Getting some sleep on the plane is crucial, especially on an overnight flight. This is where your comfort kit comes into play. Use your neck pillow, eye mask, and earplugs to create a sleep-friendly environment. Avoid looking at bright screens from your phone or the seatback entertainment system for at least an hour before you plan to sleep, as the blue light can interfere with melatonin production. What you eat and drink also plays a significant role in managing jet lag. As I mentioned earlier, staying hydrated by drinking plenty of water is essential. Avoid heavy, fatty meals right before you try to sleep, as they can be difficult to digest and may keep you awake. Some travelers swear by avoiding the in-flight meal service altogether if it doesn't align with the meal times at their destination. When you finally arrive, the fight isn't over. The key is to resist the overwhelming urge to take a long nap, no matter how tired you are. If you arrive during the day, force yourself to stay awake until a normal local bedtime. Get outside into the sunlight as much as possible. Natural daylight is the most powerful signal to your brain to reset your circadian rhythm. Go for a walk, explore a nearby park, or sit at an outdoor cafe. Staying healthy on a long flight is about more than just avoiding jet lag. The confined space and recycled air of an airplane cabin can be a breeding ground for germs. One of the simplest yet most effective things you can do is to keep your hands clean. I always carry a small bottle of hand sanitizer and some antibacterial wipes. As soon as I get to my seat, I wipe down the tray table, the armrests, and the seatbelt buckle. These are high-touch surfaces that are not always thoroughly cleaned between flights. Movement is also critical for your health and well-being during a long flight. Sitting in the same position for hours on end can lead to stiffness, muscle cramps, and, in rare cases, more serious conditions like deep vein thrombosis, or DVT. Make it a point to get up and move around at least once every hour or two. Take a slow walk up and down the aisle. You can also do simple exercises in your seat. Roll your ankles, stretch your legs out under the seat in front of you, and do some shoulder rolls. Let's talk about what's going into your body. Airplane food has a reputation for being bland and unhealthy for a reason. It's often high in sodium and preservatives. While it's fine in a pinch, you'll feel much better if you bring some of your own healthy snacks. Having your own stash of healthy snacks means you can eat when you're hungry, not just when the meal cart comes around, and you can fuel your body with nutritious food that will give you sustained energy. Finally, think about your personal hygiene. A long flight can leave you feeling grimy and less than fresh. Packing a small toiletry kit can work wonders for your mood. About an hour before landing, I like to go to the restroom to freshen up. I'll brush my teeth, wash my face, and apply some deodorant. These small acts of self-care can make a huge difference in how you feel when you deplane. The last hour of the flight is your golden opportunity to prepare for arrival. This is when you transition from a state of rest and relaxation to one of readiness. The cabin lights will come on, and the flight attendants will begin preparing for landing. Use this time to organize your belongings. Make sure your travel documents, like your passport and any necessary visa or landing cards, are easily accessible. This is also the perfect time for that final freshen up I mentioned. Head to the lavatory before the final descent and the seatbelt sign is turned on for good. Brush your teeth, splash some water on your face, and maybe even change into a fresh shirt if you packed one in your carry-on. This simple routine can have a powerful psychological effect. It's like washing away the travel grime and signaling to your body and mind that a new phase of your journey is about to begin. As the plane begins its descent, take a moment to look out the window. This is your first glimpse of the new world you're about to enter. Whether it's the twinkling lights of a city at night, the patchwork of green fields, or the dramatic coastline, this is a moment of pure magic. Once the plane is landed and taxied to the gate, resist the urge to jump up the second the seatbelt sign turns off. Take a deep breath, remain seated, and wait patiently for the rows in front of you to clear. You've made it. You've navigated the long hours, the cramped quarters, and the time zone changes. By applying these simple hacks, you've transformed the journey from an ordeal into an integral and even enjoyable part of your adventure. You step off the plane not with a groan of relief but with a spring in your step. Your body feels rested, your mind is clear, and you are filled with an incredible sense of excitement for what lies ahead. This is the ultimate goal of smart travel: to arrive at your destination with the energy and enthusiasm to fully embrace it from the very first moment. The world is a book, and those who do not travel read only one page. Your long flight was simply the turning of a very important page, the one that transports you to a new and exciting chapter. The strategies we've discussed, prioritizing comfort, staying entertained and hydrated, managing jet lag, and keeping healthy, are not just about surviving a flight. They are about honoring your vacation and respecting yourself as a traveler. You've invested time and money into this trip. Starting it off feeling your best is the smartest investment you can make. Now, the real journey begins. The airport is just a doorway. Beyond it lies a world of new sights, sounds, and experiences. Because you took care of yourself on the flight, you are ready for all of it. You won't need to spend your first day recovering in a hotel room. So, as you plan your next great escape in 2025, remember that the adventure starts long before you reach your destination. It starts with a smart, compassionate approach to the journey itself. Pack your comfort kit, load up your tablet, and set your watch to a new time zone. Embrace the flight as a time for rest and preparation. By doing so, you'll ensure that when you arrive, you are not just a tourist but a true traveler, refreshed, ready, and open to all the wonderful experiences that await you. Keep on traveling.